Fury Sonic takes the power of Amy Rose, Knuckles, and Tails, and loses control while trying to save the United States in Sonic 4, the movie. Amy Rose saved Sonic from the Metal Sonics, and what a surprise! Sonic revealed that this was already the third time Amy Rose had saved him, and it seemed like it might be the last. Amy explained that Robotnik's plan had reached its final phase, and he was about to become the ruler and supreme leader of Earth. Sonic, with his head down and eyes closed, didn't know what to do, until Amy Rose placed her hand on his shoulder and said, "You've done well so far. Maybe everything is on fire now, but we'll find a way to put it out. Eggman isn't just after you, he's capturing all the most powerful warriors in the universe to steal their power for his army. And I urgently need to save my best friend." Indeed, on planet Mobius, we see two Metal Sonics holding Cream the Rabbit, Amy Rose's best friend, in custody. But Amy Rose had barely left when Sonic fell, because right away he was ambushed again by the Metal Sonics and defeated. This confirmed what Amy Rose had said about Eggman's plan. Knuckles and Tails were also cornered and captured so their powers could be stolen. There we see Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails lying on 3 stretchers, tied down with security straps. Their weak bodies and the strength of the restraints kept them from breaking free, even though they tried again and again, pulling from side to side. At that moment, Eggman appeared in the middle of the laboratory where they were, laughing in their faces while mocking them, saying that they had finally fallen at his feet. "Now you will serve me," he said. Then, putting special helmets on each of them, he began to drain their chaos energy, which came out of their bodies in the form of electricity. Sonic told the others to increase their energy, thinking maybe it could overload the machine, but instead, it made the process easier for Eggman. The machine sent a shock back at them, and Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails twisted in pain. In just seconds, they lost consciousness, with their energy reserves almost at 0%. Eggman laughed with pure evil, shouting, "My plan never fails, and now you'll see what I'll do with this power. I'm going to be the most powerful human in history."
Hey you! Don't forget subscribe!
Please subscribe to our channel!
Subscribe now!
Eggman began adjusting the power core of dozens of Metal Sonics, and once they were ready, he poured a large part of Team Sonic's power into them. They rose with incredible strength, and within seconds they were flying over New York City with a single mission: to rob as many banks as possible, showing the nation that he controlled even the safest places in all of the United States. While holding at least 34 people hostage in each bank, the Metal Sonics scanned them completely with their lasers, broadcasting live across every television system to expose the government's weakness before Robotnik. But in the middle of the crowd wrapped in panic, there was one warrior who didn't give up and hadn't been captured, Shadow the Hedgehog. Joining forces with the police, he faced hundreds of Metal Sonics at the same time, using his speed through chaos control and firing at them with his powerful weapons. But all those Metal Sonics gathered where Shadow was fighting were nothing more than a decoy for escape. Because there we see Eggman himself piloting his ship, carrying away all the stolen gold bars and cash, proving that not even the government or the special forces of the United States could anticipate or stop his moves. Robotnik returned to his laboratory, where Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails were still unconscious on the stretchers. Now, with all that gold and cash, Robotnik began building his new project. It wasn't just about creating hedgehog robots anymore, he was going to modify himself. Team Sonic realized this as they woke up, because the first thing they saw was Eggman creating a serum diluted from the power of the Emerald, called Chaos Drive. He immediately injected it into himself. Now Team Sonic was in serious trouble, because looking out the window of the building, they saw the streets filled with destruction caused by the Metal Sonics, and right in front of them stood Eggman, who had become the greatest threat with his new and incredible superhuman power. But Knuckles, who doesn't waste time, charged at him. Eggman focused the power of the Chaos Drives he had injected, covering his body with a red aura, and stopped him in a single move. In the same way, Sonic, seeing this, rushed at Robotnik, but Eggman also blocked his attack with ease. And seriously, subscribe, because even when Tails launched himself with weapons and fired chaos energy beams, Eggman created a shield of chaos energy and defended himself like a pro. Every attack from Team Sonic was easily dodged and countered by Eggman. But as my grandma used to say, 3 are better than 1. And with the intensity of the battle, Team Sonic now began to corner Chaos Eggman. But everything was about to get more complicated. While Eggman was lying on the ground, out of nowhere appeared the same Metal Sonic he had previously modified, with one single purpose that he was now ready to fulfill. He launched himself at Robotnik and, like Iron Man, covered his body with a kind of suit. Now we would witness the great power of Metal Eggman. Fused with Metal Sonic, he was able to lead the entire Metal Sonic army with just his thoughts. And indeed, after Eggman gave the mental order, a total of 300 Metal Sonics that had been destroying the city flew at full speed and began arriving at the floor of the building where Metal Eggman was. And now the real battle was about to begin. The Sonic team was being surrounded, and at that very moment, Amy Rose arrived through a portal, having already saved her friend Cream. But it was too late. She grabbed her hammer, spun it, and launched herself flying toward the rest of Team Sonic. Shadow, who had stepped away from the destruction to come up with a counterattack plan, saw her from afar. Immediately, using Chaos Control, he teleported straight to the building. But when he reached Team Sonic, they were already lying on the ground. And not only that, without any way to escape, both Shadow and Amy Rose were quickly surrounded and knocked down. Yet Sonic, who never gave up and was now super angry, charged at Eggman. What looked like an attack attempt turned out to be something completely different. Sonic lunged to steal the Chaos Drives Eggman was holding. He immediately injected them into himself, and his body began to be surrounded by Chaos electricity. But after just 2 seconds, Sonic's body began to smoke, and he collapsed to the ground, weak and scared, asking, "What's happening? What's wrong with my body?" Then Robotnik, laughing mockingly, told him that the Chaos Drive wasn't meant to give power, it was only meant to steal power from others who already had Chaos energy. In my case, I absorbed the power of 200 Metal Sonics, but you have no one to steal from. That's the problem with being a hero and sticking to your principles. You can't just do whatever you want. And that's why you'll die. But Sonic stood up and said, "If that's the case, I don't need to steal from anyone. The power will come to me." At that moment, Shadow, Amy Rose, Knuckles, and Tails had all placed their hands on Sonic's shoulder, and immediately Sonic began to drain their powers at will. Sonic's body overflowed with energy. Without needing the emerald, he transformed into Super Sonic. After releasing all his super energy and then channeling it back inside, his fur changed color, now red and blue streaks, showing that the power of all his friends was inside him. But things quickly went out of control. As Sonic pushed his power even higher, his fur stood on end, filled with Chaos electricity. His eyes turned completely red, and his face showed pure evil. With so much power pouring out of his body, Sonic could no longer control himself. Fury Super Sonic had been born, with only one intention: to destroy everything in his path without mercy. Fury Sonic charged at the Metal Sonics, destroying them like toys. His strength was so incredible that with just the compressed airwave from his punches, he could smash up to 20 Metal Sonics in a single blow. But something was wrong every passing second. Sonic showed even more rage and fury, attacking the Metal Sonics in a colder and more ruthless way. There we see Amy Rose, temporarily without powers, clutching her chest and begging, "Please Sonic, don't forget who you are." And that plea from Amy Rose was enough to make it happen. Just as all the Metal Sonics were destroyed, and Sonic had Robotnik ready to separate his head from his body with a single punch, Sonic's heart beat strongly and his eyes turned back to white. Then he heard Amy Rose's inner voice bringing him peace. Leaving Eggman knocked out, but without causing serious harm, Fury Super Sonic lost his transformation, saving the United States. Remember, this video is nothing more than a theory created by me, with much love, and with the sole purpose of entertaining you. If you want more videos like this, please ask me in the comments and soon I'll be bringing them to you.